So there's an adult content creator, and she went viral for sleeping with hundreds of men at a college campus with the help of her mom. Her mom helped her make the signs for this, which is a whole nother conversation. But there's a viral clip of this woman getting rejected by a young man, and he said, "I am Christian and I am waiting till marriage, and I feel like we need to normalize this type of behavior because we're going to talk about this type of selling of your soul, and it has to do with OnlyFans. There's these two massive creators who are, on OnlyFans, and they're making this type of content of trying to break records with sleeping with as many guys as they can. And I feel like that's a way of selling your soul. People on social media are just trying to do crazy stuff nowadays, stuff you can't come back with because it makes you go viral and it makes you millions of dollars. Just take a look at this article before I show you the viral clip real quick. OnlyFans star Bonnie Blue reveals how her mother helped her sleep with 158 men in 2 weeks, and she's set to make 750,000 euro this month for making adult videos. And she's all over social media. Her and the other girl we'll get to in a second. But look, she made a sign at a university. I mean, these are 18 and 19-year-old kids, man. I mean, yeah, but this is the sign, and she put it out, and she did what she did, and this is her mother who helped her make the sign. I mean, of course, it starts with the parents, how we raise our kids. I mean, I'm only 27, I'm single, I have no kids, but I mean, it's common sense. It starts with the parents, how they raise you, how you are rooted in your beliefs, and this affected thousands and thousands of people. This is I mean, it's the culture that they're changing here. The culture is what we have to be afraid of because once this behavior starts to normalize, it's contagious. People want to do it. They want to see how viral she's getting. You can't come back from this. I mean, yeah, you're making a lot of money and you're famous, but you never come back from this. Her parents found out about her career by a video being leaked. They said they wouldn't have chosen this for me, but as long as you're happy, they can see how happy I am and how much freedom I get. Now they love it. My mom wears a top with my OnlyFans. My dad's always telling people about it. Oh my gosh. For those who don't know who OnlyFans is, it's paying for adult videos, basically, subscription based thing. Um, Absolutely wild. How this is the video I was talking about of her trying to get a man at the restaurant Five Guys.
But where do I get the Five Guys from?
The, huh?
The Five Guys. I didn't know if it was like a special room or you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I
Um,
mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm saving myself for marriage.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame. I just wondered.
That's a man who is grounded in his roots. I mean, lust is one of the most powerful demons in the world, something we all struggle with. So for that guy to just straight up say that, I mean, power to him. We need more of that. Now let's go to the next girl who's doing even more wild stuff, and Candace Owens even talked to her on a live show. So her dreams and aspirations are this.
Do the what I've called the
The
1,000
one
man challenge.
The man challenge. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my assistant's currently going through the 5,000 applications we have. They'll be getting, honestly, as quick as possible in, out. I just want a conveyor belt. We're maybe thinking most it'll be 17 hours.
So I saw the video of after you did the 100.
Yeah.
And you actually seemed quite distressed.
It's very stressful.
So she already did before this, she did 100 men in a day, and she recorded her whole process, obviously. And she recorded herself crying after it. And everyone's like, is this not a wake up call? Now you want to do 1,000? That's what he's talking about.
Stressful. I was extremely overwhelmed. A super long, hard, stressful day. And then a camera crew probing me with questions for an hour. You know, that was kind of, if I'm honest, I wish I'd kind of set a boundary, because that was kind of the last thing I wanted, was just someone hammering me with questions after completing a really long, hard day. It's personally not how I would have told the narrative or how I would have edited it, but it definitely made for a very interesting watch.
Are you still planning?
My goodness. Yeah. So she's still planning on doing 1,000. I definitely have to clear my search history after this. So I haven't seen yet what Candace Owens said to her. And I respect what Candace has to say on stuff like this. So let's see what she said to Lily Phillips.
I was talking, I was like, I just looked up the world record because I was like, how cool would this be to do? Because obviously it's something that's kind of
Her
obviously never been
face
done
is
before.
hilarious.
It'd be really unique content. It would also be giving, back to my supporters and stuff like that who have subscribed and, made my life how it is today. I didn't say yeah, lifestyle. So as in like this freedom that I have. I love the life that OnlyFans has given me, definitely. And that's not necessarily money.
What freedom has it given to you if it's not money, out of curiosity?
So to be able to work for myself, to be able to do something I love, you know,
Working for yourself, meaning
I
right?
sorry.
Working for yourself as in being able to earn an income by yourself. And
No, so working for myself to be able to wake up and grab a coffee in the morning and not have to be in a desk at a 9 to 5, to be able to myself and
easy money.
make a living out of it, be able to support. No, so it's to be able to support myself, do something
Yeah,
that I
that's
love,
money. Just
and be able to
just so you
support.
know, that's all, that's money you're talking about. Like, to be able to support
But
yourself.
it's, I'm not just talking about like money. I'm talking about the freedom this lifestyle has given me.
Money
That's
permits
I love
freedom. Money
Yeah.
permits freedom.
Yeah, we're just trying to connect the dots there for
So
you.
money means you have the freedom to do whatever you can in your life, right? That's what money is, equals essentially time in this case, right? Because you're saying the freedom
Yeah.
to do what you want to do. So
But
the
this
question
is the
is,
thing. I could do OnlyFans and make 20 grand a month and still have the same lifestyle as I do now, than have to go to this extreme and do the 1,000. Like I could. So it's not.
Keep in mind is she knows she's going on a big platform. It looks like it's Candace, Bradley Martin, and I'm sure someone else. It looks like a big video call, but she knows what she's getting herself into. Now let's think before they start speaking. Is she doing this for even more clickbait to her OnlyFans, or is she being genuine? Like, does she actually have passion for this?
It's not really like the money thing for me.
Yeah, because now it's about the fame, the infamy, I think, for you.
So there it is. It's obvious that this is something that is going to bring her great pain, but she's already pivoted and now she's pretending like she just had a weak moment after 100 men. And this is really what she's always wanted because, as you heard her say, she used to do this for free. She used to give up the goods for free. And we're supposed to imagine that she was sleeping with one.
It's like a normal upbringing. And I obviously don't buy that because I have children and I have a daughter, and your mother being involved in this signals to me that you had anything but a normal upbringing, because there's no mother that would spiritually want to see her child violated like that, because that's what it is, whether you perceive it or not. Your mother is watching you or helping you or dealing with the finances of you being violated 100 times in one day. And so I was very disturbed by that more than anything else. Is like, I've heard of OnlyFans girls. I've sat down with them, respectfully on the whatever podcast, and a lot of them have stories and they understand that, my mom, my dad, my upbringing didn't do this. It led me to this choice in life, but you don't seem to have recognized your mother's abuse in this, which is quite alarming to me. So I'm just curious about your relationship with her.
I mean, my parents definitely don't describe having as, what did you say? Sorry, abusive or
Violating.
violating.
I don't think it's abusive. I think
She said
your daughter
violating.
being violated 100 times by strangers is abusive.
So my parents don't describe as being violated. They don't really see it in that way. They know I've always been very liberal, and to be honest, my parents, they don't necessarily, they're not coaching me into it. They're not telling me, please do, please keep having these people at all. They're not, they're not really exactly, I wouldn't really say like supportive, but at the end of the day, they love me. And what is it going to do if they disown me, stop talking to me? That would only cause more heartache. So they see it from a standpoint of, my mum does like my finances because she wants to help me. They just want to do what they can to help. It's not so much like if they disown me tomorrow, like I think that would just make everyone more upset.
are you giving your
No,
mom a
I'm
cut?
not arguing that they should disown you. I mean, I understand like a mother's love for their child. I'm saying that it is unnatural for your mother to be counting the finances that you're earning from having 100 strangers violate you on the internet for cash. And that is the part that there's just no way to normalize that. There's no way to normalize that. I'm a parent. There's no way, like I have a daughter, and the idea of being involved in that, like, it's not saying that if she goes down that path that you're not going to be there and pray and hope that, you know, she changes and speak to her about that and say, I'm always going to love you. But I view it as predatory, you know, parental behavior. And I don't think I would necessarily, I don't think it's fair to even describe it as my parents are liberal. I mean, I'm obviously not a liberal, I'm a conservative, but none of my liberal friends, liberal family members, their parents would view this also as demonic, whether they have faith or not. They would just say, what parent would want that for their child? Because your mother is old enough to understand what the implications are for your future. You know, you already comprehend what the futures are, making it. I get that you turn everything into a joke. I think you do that really to protect yourself as an armor. I don't think you actually think it's funny, but to recognize that like you're a beautiful young girl and you're never going to have the prospects. You're not going to have a man that wants to have a family with you because they're going to see you as damaged goods. Your mother partaking in that, just so you know, is a form of abuse.
I think Candace hits all the points. It starts with the parents. I mean, what are your parents doing about this? It seems like her parents don't really care that much. It's not the life they chose for her, but if you're handling their finances, you're supporting them in a way and it keeps them going. And I'm sure she's giving them some of the millions of dollars that she's making. And obviously, a son or a daughter can, stray away after raising them the right way. But still, it's how you shape them up growing up. And I think just our culture and society nowadays is the biggest harm of it all. People are normalizing making viral content, and with videos on social media is they're there forever. People are going to save them, and people keep hyping you up. They keep giving you that love, so you keep having to capitalize and doing crazier and crazier stunts. And she's a prime example. She started off by sleeping with 100 men in a day. She cried about it. She felt overwhelmed. And the next clip, she says, I'm going to do 1,000 men in 24 hours. And what happens next? The worst part of it all is there are hundreds and thousands of people eating this up. Like I said, lust is one of the most powerful demons in the world. We all struggle with it, and putting out this kind of content just desensitizes us from the real world. And it's a dangerous game that we're playing here. So try and spread the word. My brothers and sisters, we need to stay strong.